What up, Drewskis? Before I kick this off, I just wanted to give all you subs, commenters, likers, viewers, just a shout out. Every single one of you. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it, and you all really make my day. Like, I wake up in the morning and I am just stoked to get to argue, debate, talk to you guys about the things that we nerd out about, right? Cameras. So anyways, you're watching a Brew with Drew. We're talking about video first cameras, technically the rumored Canon R5C and what that means. But a Brew with Drew needs a brew. Give me a second here. Oh yeah. And today I'll be drinking Lagunitas a little something from Petaluma, California, because I got a little something to talk about. So, let me crack this open. And cheers. Let's get into it. Video first cameras. I love them. I love them. One of the very first cameras that I was using when I started this YouTube channel was the GH5S. And I absolutely love it. And if it wasn't for that pirate, that swindler, that snake, Alpalco Films, stealing it from me, I would still have it. I mean, I sold it to him, but yeah, I'm getting that thing back. But I absolutely love them, right? I think cameras, if you have the funds, should be specialized, right? You should have a camera for photo and a camera for video if you can. And if you can't, get the best hybrid you can get, right? I mean, when you're buying new cameras or whatever you're doing, or you're looking for that thing that's going to be right for you, I mean, just like anything else, you know, try to go a tier above what you think you need. Because if you're passionate about it, and it's not just going to be some like little hobby, you're going to grow out of it really soon, right? And so video first cameras, these variants of other camera bodies, I think are really cool, right? So you had the GH5S, the A7S series. Cameras do these things, or camera companies do these things, and I think it's smart. And so the Canon R5C, I don't think it's a cash grab, right? I actually think it's not like, oh man, that's the camera they should have made, right? Like, it has a vent, it's gonna have longer recording times, but at the same time, those features, maybe a bigger body and everything else that it's saying, isn't what a photographer would want. So the perfect scenario, if you're in Canon land, especially the R5 series, then you're gonna want an R5C and an R5 if you're doing like weddings, let's say, right? And I think that's a smart move. Now, what you're seeing right here, this video, this thing right here is coming out of a Canon R5. I just got it. That's the camera I've been testing for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks now. And it's nice. I actually sold the A7S III for this thing, especially because I heard the 16mm 2.8 was announced, and I wanted to test it out. So I got that thing in, coming up in a future video. But the Canon R5 already had great video and already had awesome, you know, photography features and just photography performance. And so the Canon R5C makes a lot of sense, and I hope they make it. I think they need to make it because they need to get into that same space that like the Sony FX3 is in, right? And they do that. I actually think it puts them in a situation where it would be a better camera than the A7S III or FX3. And hear me out. I hear you guys. I hear you guys in the background, right? I hear you guys. Hear me out though. So the problem with the FX3 and the A7S III is not that it's a great YouTube creation camera, because it is, It's the fact that it's not really a great professional video tool, and there's reasons for that, right? It doesn't have like True 24. It doesn't have DCI. These things professional videographers might want. Enter Canon. Canon has those things, right? It has True 24. It has DCI. Now, we had shutter angle on the Canon R5C, and man, you're close to cinema territory right there. And another thing I want to address while I'm on this rant is the Canon crippling, right? I don't think it's as crippling as we think it is. Remember, Canon owns a ton of the market. And it's not like they just produce a bunch of cameras like Android phones that are crap. Every camera they produce has a specific lane it falls into. And so they actually compete with themselves. And they have to be smart about that. Like, we all want the cinema features in mirrorless cameras, right? Everybody would like to have all the features in there. But then what would happen to Canon if that happened? So Canon needs to be smart with the things they release, because we want Canons to be around. Even if you don't like Canon, you want Canon to be around because we want more competition. More competition makes it better for the consumer. True story. Argue about it with me. Throw it down in the comments. It's true. We want more competition. And I think Canon's doing that, right? It's releasing these products that are doing a good job, right? Like, you can say all you want about the overheating. In the last 4 weeks of having this thing, I haven't got it to overheat. Now, it's a B cam to my C70. That's what I usually shoot on. You know, on the other side of this lab or my apartment. It's actually a duplex, but it's a good B cam. Would I use this as an A cam? I don't know. I mean, right now I'm using it as an A cam. And you're seeing this video in the upscaled 4K. So I think you're getting better resolution. I think the R5C, you know, it won't have any recording times. It won't have any overheating. It'll have a vent, much like the S1H, right? And I think that's smart, right? It gives people that love the R5 for photos to get an R5C for video. And great. Do that thing. But yeah, so stoked about the R5C. We'll probably have it in the shop when it comes out. And yeah, what do you guys think about it? I mean, I know a lot of you guys out there are like me, and you have a lot of love for Micro Four Thirds, and that's all you shoot on. And that's cool. I view Micro Four Thirds as like the underdog that could, right? That's doing better than most. but when you take yourself out of the equation and just look down on it, how do you feel that Canon's doing? How do you feel about this Canon R5 release? Or rumored R5 release. So that's what I got to talk to you guys about. That's the discussion I want to open. Canon R5C. And why that's a smart move. Before that, we haven't had really a video first Canon mirrorless camera. If you wanted to do that, you had to pony up into that cinema range, right? And so I think they're doing a good solid here, right? I think they're doing us a solid. Solid with some capital, but a solid. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys this weekend. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. If you woke up with a hangover, remember Bloody Marys, a mimosa, or heck, lay in bed and just have a cup of OJ. And you'll probably get yourself all right, right? Probably set yourself straight. But yeah, other than that, guys, As always, know that you are loved. And know that I appreciate you guys. And if this is your first time watching, this is a Brew with Drew new series that I'm doing. It's me off the cuff. I just have one thing written on the board. It's the one topic. This is Canon R5C, and I just go with it. Other than that, if you did like it, subscribe and like and all that jazz. If you didn't like it, maybe subscribe and like and all that jazz, and you'll like the next one. Just saying. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, homies. Later.